Hey folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today, as you can tell, I'm going to be doing a list, and this is going to be a big list. I have, I have done that somewhere early January this year, and I told you in that description I was going to do a part two somewhere end of the year. So you can consider almost like this year is ending. We have November almost halfway or more gone, and December is up. But I really hardly feel this video will miss if any new fragrance comes out. It's highly unlikely that's gonna make this list. So what is this list? This list is top 15 designer fragrance of all time, and this is 2021. How I feel. I don't know if next year I'm gonna be here, how I'm gonna be feeling, but understand one thing: it's not my current favorites. Okay, in a way it is, but I'm thinking over the years. How the fragrances did over the years and how did they sell, how much love did they garner, and observing the market, seeing the reviews over the years. I've been part of the community, so this is the whole idea that I'm gonna show you. I think, according to me, except one or two of my personal favorites, I think these are all, like generally accepted as some of the best fragrances. Many fragrances you will not see in this list. Some of your favorite fragrances they may miss. Okay, so I do apologize if I hurt your sentiments. I don't have to do this, but I don't want to hurt anybody's sentiments while I do this. Okay, I understand that. So this video may run a little bit long, but please bear with me. And I did exclude some of my most favorite fragrances, so it did hurt me as well. But I think these are some of the most classic ones. If you look over the time, 10, 20 years or so, that's what my memory serves. These are some of the finest fragrances, and I think some of the other ones that did not get featured, they're also equally good, but you cannot go 15 video, right? So here you go. So big introduction. So I have still three extra video fragrances for you. First fragrance I'm going to show you in this honorable mention list is La Mole by Jean-Paul Gaultier. This fragrance right here, sorry, it got a little bit dust, but anyway, this fragrance right here, it's one of the most classiest, iconic top sole fragrance of all time. Let me give you a little bit of wiping because I don't like dust on my bottles, but this is a fragrance that has many flankers, okay? And it has Christmas editions, a lot of ultra male. You see those fragrances are right there. I'm not featuring them, I'm featuring the big daddies this year. La Mole sold a lot of fragrances. It has place in people's hearts, okay? Yes, severely reformulated. Yes, there's a new formulation, old formulation. I have old formulation of 2000. I have a pre-Puig formulation, I think BPI version as well. It's somewhere there at the back. Okay, it's there. Okay, there. Okay. So what good about La Mole is, in short, check out review on each of these. I have covered them all in my individual reviews. La Mole is that opening for me, does the magic. Yes, it does not perform as good as the new flankers, but something about the charm, the lavender and the vanilla and the tonka, and the mint, it really works. I love the opening of La Mole, especially in the colder months. I get excellent longevity as well. So La Mole is my first honorable mention, one of the top sold most iconic fragrances. Second, I'm gonna show you is another fragrance I was gonna feature, but then I'm like changed my mind and I went with some of the other ones. Okay, that fragrance would be Versace Pour Homme or Versace Signature. Many people would tell you this fragrance is no longer as big as it was back in the days. I understand many freshes, countless freshes came out, but what Versace Pour Homme did, I don't have a vintage version, but Versace Pour Homme, any day, any part of the day, if it's summer, it smells darn good. It has this florals, aquatic, it's just light, ozonic, so masculine, and the juice color, everything, it just works. I love how brilliant this fragrance as a package is. Okay, so Versace also is very affordable. That's why I love designers. Most of the designers gets love, and most of the designer videos gets view because most of the people love them, they can afford them. Okay, they're reachable. So Versace Pour Homme is my second honorable mention. I have done many videos on this one. The last but not least is a fragrance. I think this is an absolute masterpiece, and the fragrance I really want to put in the list. Earlier this year in January, this was in the list, an honorable mention. The fragrance of House of Guerlain, obviously. The fragrance, I cannot put it in the list because you cannot find this below 500 pounds or so at this current moment. That is Lanston de Guerlain LIDGE, or Lanston de Guerlain Extreme, the cacao, patchouli. I think there's this other notes. It's like chocolatey, woody. It's just a fragrance you really have to. I mean, I was lucky enough to get a bottle, but it's you can get the newer formulation of the Lansden Guerlain EDT, but the one before it, like the second batch, you can also get. Something about this fragrance, I'm just gonna tell you right up there. If you're looking for some of the best designer perfumes, quality-wise, if you talk about complexity-wise, this is hands down one of the best fragrances. Good for a reason, and you do not get right away. Like how this smells, opening orange. It's a weird combination. At first, you will not understand it, perhaps. Okay, but if you give it time, this fragrance will grow on you. And beastly performer. Okay, so these three are my honorable mentions, and I'm sorry I couldn't show this in the main list. So let me pause this and let me show you the 15 right now. Okay guys, now time for the main list, and I don't have them under my ranking. I would not dare rank them because these are some of the best fragrances of all time, right? So designer fragrances, they are all good, equally good. They're all 10 out of 10, which is why they're in the list. And I feel if you never tried them by any chance, do give them a try. And on most part, I tried not to show the flankers. I tried to show on most part the originator, but some of the flankers I really love more than the others. Okay, so I will start with my first fragrance is gonna be in this list is gonna be Cartier Declaration de Soir. Okay, this fragrance got discontinued. It has few other flankers, but when I tried it for the first time, short story, I think this fragrance opening blew me away. That same day I was gonna get La Nuit de l'Homme or Bleu De Chanel or Eau Extreme. None of that stood like any chance in front of this opening. Okay, even over Spice Bomb, I loved it over Spice Bomb. Okay, so yeah, it's a big statement. I just love absolutely. If you love rose, sandalwood, and pink pepper, try it out. I think it's hands down the most romantic perfumes of all time. Cartier Declaration de Soir, not very expensive as well. Try that out. Okay, number 2. Here's where I'm gonna show you my taste. Okay, I'm not gonna follow just the pattern of what people love only. I'm gonna show you what, luckily for me, this fragrance I love a lot. This is my thing. My uncle's, like my mother's brother, his signature scent. I loved it over the years. I grew up smelling this perfume, sort of, my school days or so. This is gonna be Calvin Klein Obsession. You might be wondering what happened to my CK Reveal. I replaced that one with this one this year, okay, because especially the winter is up. I always show you the CK Reveal. You guys already know my love for it. It's already a top seller. It's a good fragrance, but discontinued. But Obsession is just a fragrance, sheer masculinity. It works so nice in the mild cold weather, cold breeze. Give it a try. Like this fragrance is a top seller for a reason for this house. Okay, it made money for Calvin Klein a lot. Okay, so give it a try. Okay, so second one I'm going to show you is Calvin Klein Obsession for men. Third one I'm going to show you, again, my taste, Dunhill's Icon. Yeah, you guys, some of you are getting really annoyed. Where are the top most expensive ones? Because those are the best, aren't they? No, I don't rank the fragrances like it. Perhaps this fragrance did not sell that much, but according to me, this is an odd entry. I will admit, okay, this is not like as top seller as a La Male or some other Dior Chanel would be, but what I smelled from this first time I smelled it, just out of sheer respect, this is a fragrance I recommend to anybody and everybody. If you never tried it, try Dunhill's Icon. That's where I'm going to leave it at. Check out my review. One of the most modern masterpieces of our time. Fourth one, I'm going to show you not the flankers, which are getting so much more love. They are well treasured. You can see the Thierry Mugler line here. But this time, I just want to show you the originator just for sheer respect. This is Angel Man by Thierry Mugler, now known as Mugler. Luckily, they still have this around. One of the most chocolatey, patchouli, tar, very complex, dark. Also, you can say leather. I get leather from this. It's one of the best fragrances. It's one of the timeless piece of art, I would say, from Thierry Mugler house. Is weird. I played X-Files music while I was reviewing it. So that one, Angel for Her, all equally good. But Thierry Mugler Angel Man is in today's list. Definitely a must try, on the most complex fragrance with also got the milk note, caramel note, lot of notes. Okay, also mint. Damn, so much going on there. So number 5, I'm gonna show you. Yep, this is my list for sure. Yesterday it popped up in my complimented winter list. This is gonna pop up again here. Bvlgari Man In Black. I just love this perfume. Okay, the reason behind putting it here is, when I started my journey, this fragrance meant a lot to me. When I smelled it, I absolutely fell in love, head over heels. I love it over Spice Bomb, which is why I'm not showing Spice Bomb today. the tuberose once again, the spices, the booze, rum, and leather, like all the tobacco. This fragrance is just so beautiful, sweet. You get everything from it. It's the most beautiful creation in this line. Bvlgari Man In Black, I would say, if you've seen it somewhere, if it crossed your mind, you never tried it, do try it. Okay, this is one of the best fragrance in my collection. And basically, like I feel, what you really love, you should always keep in your collection, and you should never ever change yourself. Like at one time, this fragrance was your favorite, and then nowadays you became like much more advanced and you just lost your love. It happens with a lot of people. With me, no, I'm very loyal to my fragrance that I loved. Okay, Bvlgari Man In Black. So 5 gone, we have 10 left. Next one. This is not by ranking, by the way, so everything is good once again. Hugo Boss Bottled. Okay, this is the EDP Intense. Okay, I told you I'll try to show my best to show the original ones, like the first release, but I love this version. This is so rich. It got the apples, man. It got this apple pie, the warmth of it, the citrusy vibe, but it's sweet, fresh, but at the same time it got this depth. Okay, so EDP Intense is now a bit harder to find, but Hugo Boss Bottled overall, that woody floral musk. If you like YSL L'Homme, I feel this is better built than YSL L'Homme, in my humble opinion. And it's my first fragrance. Obviously, it's going to be there for sentimental reason. Hugo Boss Bottled. Next one. YSL Kouros. I know I made some of my reviewer friends very, very happy. Fragrance with Steven. I think he would love this fragrance. This is his signature scent. This is my bottle from 2000, I think 15 or 16. My bottle actually ran pretty low. Okay, I have to get a backup bottle, but I cannot get a vintage anywhere, which is the silver base. Like this, silver is at the base. You cannot get it, but the power of Kouros. Okay, this is the most polarizing, controversial, perhaps one of the most hated and loved fragrance at the same time. It's dirty yet clean, smells like skanky urinal cake. You guys know all the famous lines, and some of the reviewers just did a masterpiece review on this one. Okay, I just love it in the winter time. I do not wear it as much as before, but this winter I plan to wear it. Perhaps I'll get that backup bottle. YSL Kouros is iconic fragrance for sure. You can bet your life on it. You gotta try it at least once in your life, even if you buy it or not. Okay, YSL Kouros. Next one is a fragrance. It's gonna be again, some people love it, some people hate it, but this year I'm not gonna show you Dior Sauvage, and I'm gonna show you the one that started that trend. That's gonna be Bleu De Chanel. I'm showing the EDP. Bleu De Chanel is a fragrance. It's, some people say it's the best of Chanel. Some people say it's the dumbest in the Chanel lineup, or they say it's a cash grab and it's the most artificial smelling or nothing inspiring. When it came out, it got a lot of hate. But over the years, it became a top seller. They have this EDP, they have Parfum, they have EDT, and then some other products. But for me, somewhat best value is 150 ml of EDP. If you can afford and save up the money, get this for winter time. Bleu De Chanel is just the best opening. The grapefruit opening is just so stunning. And I'm telling you, the dry down is a little bit spicy, a little bit masculine, goes a little bit like a spicy territory, but the opening of this is just pure magic. Top seller for a reason. For me, not the other Chanels are going to be here, because this fragrance does all year round, all purpose. The other ones you rotate, but Bleu De Chanel is a staple, so deserves a spot today. Okay. Next one, my list. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. Okay. Some people will be like, what? You missed out on Versace Pour Homme La Male over this? Perhaps yes, but this is basically made in France version. I don't know if the camera will pick up. I don't know. This is made in France version, sort of like one of the older batches. I do have, lucky for me, let me show you something little precious. I have a small miniature of made in Italy version. I found it in a shop, and this is a miniature. They didn't know the value of this. Okay, they just kept it. This is like a little amount. I'm just gonna keep it next to that. That's the Italian version, which got a lot more zest, a lot more lemon up top, but this one is a masterpiece. It's so masculine. At first, I did not like it. I had the UK version. I did not like it. Gave it to my dad. It has tobacco. It has lavender. It has some citrus element, and it's so strong. It's so potent. It's long-lasting. Even the newer version are long-lasting. Just go easy on the trigger, okay? This is one of the best fragrances not many people mention, except Max 40. Try it out, Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. I just want to show you this one so people actually look at this list and go like, oh, okay, I did not try that one. If I put Dolce & Gabbana, the 180, yeah, boring, okay? But both of them are good. Today I'm showing you Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. Next one, let's show some predictable ones. The gold bar. Okay, 1 million. 1 million, why is it here? 1 million is here because I love it. That's it. Again, Steven from Belgium. I think you're from Belgium, right? Bro, I'm so sorry if I made a mistake. We talked about waffles once in World Cup time, but he's also my favorite reviewer. He loves this and Kouros. And also Lamal, three of his favorite fragrances. I'm lucky to show you at least two. 1 million, no matter how many times you use it, no matter how many people mention it, you use it after a few months or few weeks rotation. And winter time, man, this fragrance is just the boss. If you like sweet fragrance, it just, if people were used to use 1 million back in the time, they're still using it, high likely, okay? Huge fan base, huge selling point, even sales much more than Invictus, in my humble opinion. So I have a big bottle, love this, 1 million by Paco Rabanne. So you have 5 left. Let's start with this one. Dior Homme Intense. So you guys were thinking, hey, Dior Homme Intense is here. What happened to his Dior Homme Intense? They got scared. No, this is the darker, juicier. This is 2014 version, which I seldom use, and I use it like, let's say, stingy, because this is special. This is something else. This is like, not just the juice color is different side by side. Potency, it just became so rich over the years. Same thing is going to happen to it if I left it there like 1 year. Dior Homme Intense, no need to talk about it. This is hands down the best fragrances. Just leave it at that, okay? Next, these are all easy. Prada Amber Pour Homme. Okay, Prada Amber Pour Homme on the best soapy scents. Some people may agree, some people may not. Younger folks would say Prada L'Homme is the way to go. Prada Luna Rossa Carbon is the way to go. Yes, nobody's wrong, okay? For me, Prada Amber Pour Homme is my first love. When I smelled it from a sample, you wouldn't believe, how much I loved it. If there's thing called, crush on someone at the first sight, this is it, okay? Prada Amber Pour Homme for me is that. It's just luxurious all the way. I'll always have this bottle in my collection as long as I'm alive, hopefully, okay? Prada Amber Pour Homme, hands down the best fragrances from designer house of Prada. Next one, recently got backup bottle thanks to one of my brothers who sent it to me kindly. It's gonna be Terre de Hermes, okay? Yes, maybe it did not feature, let's say, last maybe couple of years or so. Perhaps I showed some of the fragrances, out of excitement, but Terre de Hermes is one of the iconic fragrances. It gets loved. It's long-lasting. It got the orange, it got the vetiver, it got, I don't know, earthy tone to it, It's like Hermes does things very differently, okay? I have few other Hermeses. I dig their concept. But ISO is super, makes it super duper long lasting, goes away, comes back. All the other flankers are good, but this is the OG, Terre de Hermes EDT. Next one, yeah, I gotta show a little bit of obvious ones, but I'm not saying that I'm showing it for that reason. I love it. La Nuit de l'Homme. You gotta keep it here because YSL La Nuit de l'Homme, I have already picked one, two. I was gonna pick YSL Opium Pour Homme. Then I'm like, nah, it's not fair for the other brands. They're all good. YSL Opium Pour Homme is awesome. La Nuit de l'Homme, you guys know the story, so I don't have to explain to you. If you're new, La Nuit de l'Homme is one of the most hyped fragrances like Aventus, Dior Homme Intense. It gets so much hype. YSL YEDP. This is right up there for compliments. People just go gaga over the older batches. 2014 I have 2018, 17. La Nuit de l'Homme is just a safe choice. Last but not least, this fragrance I want to show you. And recent times, I think I got a 200 ml of a vintage bottle, okay, 2012 batch. But I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to show you my 2014 or I think 15 batch, Dior Fahrenheit, okay. Why Dior Fahrenheit is here on the greatest fragrance of all time? Yes, one of the greatest. When you go to Dior boutique, you smell everything else. You smell Dior Sauvage, you smell Dior Homme, you smell all the other Diors, Eau Sauvage, you smell the other ones, higher. Nothing will smell like Dior Fahrenheit, Many OG members would agree with me. This is one of the most complex and beautiful florals. The violets, the petroleum, the leather, any part of the year, it's good. Okay, I don't know the newer formulation, perhaps a little bit weak. Try to get like 2015, shouldn't cost you that much. 2015 version is really good on the florals. It's a fragrance of its own. Every time Mark said it, many other reviewers said if this was released today, it would be a top seller still for Dior because there's nothing as brainy as this or as creative as this in the market today. Okay, so that's my list. Top 20, no, top 20, top 15 greatest designer fragrances of all time for 2021. Next year I'll do this again, hopefully, if I'm here, and if I find some of the new contenters, like obviously taste will change, preference will change, but I'm pretty sure most of this fragrance will remain. Fingers crossed. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all your support. Try out this fragrance. I do not make content just to make you watch. Go out there and try this fragrance. Get a sample. You'll see. There's beauty in fragrances. May it be designer, may it be niche, may it be Middle Eastern, clones, affordable. Try out there. Try to make a difference. Go out there, learn. These are all things make fragrance game very interesting. Thank you very much for watching. I think I'll just end the video here. Have a nice day or a nice evening wherever you are. Take care. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.